is good, everyone? Welcome back to a wonderful night of Rocket League here on the United Rogue Twitch channel. Tonight we have the Macaroni Championships, Washington versus Portland. With me on the desk, I have Far. How are you doing tonight?
Atlantis. It's a great night for Rocket League, I'll just say that. This is going to be such a great series to watch and an amazing series to close out an amazing season.
Yeah, I mean, this is the matchup everyone's been waiting for here. I mean, we've seen a lot of really good games so far here in the championships, but this is the one that it really comes down to. This is the big finals and the end of the season, the last game of the season. So everyone is super excited to see this game happen.
Absolutely, and just the players on the field today are just so unbelievably talented. They've shown multiple times over the season that they have what it takes to take this crown, but only one of them will end up taking it in the end, as War looking to start off strong, but Demos from Lump going to put into that pressure as fast as possible. Portland's going to make it a stand down the field for themselves as Crossy cleared downfield, picked up by Billy, going to send it right back to the Washington half. Sits in the corner, Lump with control, not enough boost. They're going to stay on, not a great commit. It's going to be difficult for Zerky to take control as Jim going to send it all the way back down to the opposite end. Lump looking for a shot. It's going to be slow and wide. It's not going to be very usable, but Billy trying to take a shot of their own, not quite able to find it. Third Portland attacker still not able to find it. That was a very strong opportunity for Portland to open up the series, but they just couldn't find the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, great offensive pressure coming out from Portland, but now we're seeing a little bit of offensive pressure coming out from Washington. Matt trying to get the pass out for a teammate. No one there. Crossy gonna put it off the backboard here. Lump gonna get the touch out, but Zerky there to recover it, trying to get another shot opportunity out. Open net. Matt will end up being the one to score it off the pass from Zerky.
Matias just sneaking it in under that Portland defense. Portland starved a boost and just not able to reach in time. Billy, the last man back, just couldn't get the save. That's going to be a good start for Washington, to start off the series.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for more. Already both teams showing an tremendous presence on the field. Love going for the shot from midfield and will find that bottom right corner. And I mean, just right back off the goal of Washington. Portland will turn around and find one of their own.
Definitely good to start the momentum back in Portland's favor. Just unfortunate play from Zerky, not quite able to find the block that they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, both teams, again, coming out playing tremendous right off the start. And we're in for a wonderful series here if this is just how it is starting off.
Absolutely. We can see this one going to 6 or even possibly 7 as Lump going to get a big pass from downfield to send Portland into the lead here.
Yeah, Jim just absolutely lobbing it down the field, and Lump already down there just right in position to take the shot. Portland taking the lead, and it's still early in the game, but it's a very back and forth game, and I'm excited to see how this is going to go. Kickoff happening again. Matt will get it down to the side of Portland here. Crossy going to take the shot opportunity, not quite able to find it. Lump is going to try to get it cleared down to Billy. Billy out to Zerky, and it's not quite the clear Zerky wanted, but Maticus will be there to take it.
Just back and forth between these two teams as Jim looking for a pass to Billy. Billy looking for the shot. It's going to go high. It's going to be a good opportunity for Washington to take a counterattack and tie this game back up as Lump takes it out of the corner. Matias looking for the center. It's a little too far out as Washington's not able to score off the opportunity. Crossy with a good block. Lump looking for the shot. Alone in the air. Not quite able to find it. Not enough boost to reach it as Billy making a stop at the midfield. Matias looking for the center, but Jim not letting any of it happen as Jim up off the corner looking to center. It's a bit awkward for both teams, a whip from both players, but Matias ultimately coming away with it. Lump a little bit awkward, going to have to fly backwards to get this clear as Jim taking control. Lump in support as Billy cleared big downfield. Matias going to put a stop to that play, not getting scored on again in that fashion. Crossy with control, with boost, plays it past one. Billy able to get a touch. Matias looking for the shot. Can't quite find it. Zerky's going to have to be the last one back looking for the shot. Is able to plant it in the back of the net in that top shelf.
Yeah, I mean, just the play back and forth, player to player. Matias not quite able to get the touch, but Zerky there in the perfect position for the play off Crossy from the ceiling. And just the offensive pressure from both teams is unbelievable. And I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing in this game one. And it being game one, we have so much Rocket League left to go. And this just can't ask for much more here. Lump trying to get the clear, sending it off to the sidewall. Billy not able to get the touch, but Lump following him. Billy gonna get the clear to midfield. Mattias to get the touch, and that will actually be a free net.
Just an unfortunate circumstance there for Portland. All three players pushed just a little too far up, and Mattias just going to send that in the back of the net, just out of reach for the Portland defense. That's going to be a big goal for Washington to go into this latter half of the match.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it so far this game. One team gets ahead, and the other team turns it right back around and takes the lead. And that's definitely what you want to see for a long series and a very interesting series. Zerky going to get the touch to clear it out, but Billy will be there. Jim trying to pass it mid. No one there to take it. Mattias will get the touch. Lump trying to take control of it again, but both teams playing solid defense and solid offense. This is definitely a build-up for what could be a very, very long series.
Absolutely, and you can definitely see it either coming down to just who can play defense better, who can play offense better, as Billy pushing downfield to try and tie this game back up, not quite able to find the touch. Crossy with control, gets stopped by Lump. Mattias, last man back, is going to have to play well to keep this one away. Has control, not a lot of boost, not the best flick to get it away, as Crossy clears to the sidewall. Lump with the challenge, Billy with control, able to pop it over to the corner, but not able to maintain control past that, as Mattias able to get it past one. Lump's blast back, able to pick up that corner boost. That was a big steal for the Portland defender, as Crossy, big clear downfield. Mattias, not a ton of boost to work with, as Billy clearing out. Not the best touch. It's able to get past two. Jim looking to sink this one to the back of the net and tie it. It's floating in front of the Washington net, but not able to find it. Lump with a shot, but a block from the Washington defenders, not going to get it in.
Yeah, I mean, shot after shot from Washington, shot after shot from Portland. It's a very back and forth, very even on the shots, but right now it does come down to who is going to break first. Portland keeping a lot of pressure on Washington, and if they can't get it out, they may be the ones to break, but they do get the clear. Mattias will be trying to get it mid for a teammate. Gonna get 50, but Zerky up, sending it to the backboard of Portland. Billy trying to get a clear out, will get the clear, but Crossy is there to 50 him. Crossy keeping the pressure up, though. Jim Courts will take the shot opportunity to try to get it down to the backboard. Zerky to clear it up and over into the corner. Jim Court passing to Billy. Billy not quite able to find the shot past Mattias, and again, both teams just absolutely wild. Shot opportunity coming out. Lump will find the open net.
Ooh, last second for Portland. Lump able to finally send that in the back of the net. That was a little too close to call for Portland. If they ended up missing that and not scoring in that opportunity, that could have been a big momentum stopper for Portland and a big advantage for Ward.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a tied game. 2 seconds left in game one. I mean, are we looking at a game one overtime here? Ball is still up, so a lot can't happen, but it will drop. We will get a game one overtime.
If this is a sign of what's to come, I don't think we will have seen a better series than this. Mattias looking for the shot, can't quite find it. Zerky looking to beat it past one, can't get there, as Crossy clears out to the corner. Zerky up off the wall, looking for the center. A big bump from Lump trying to get the clear, but that pushes all the Washington attackers up. It's going to be a bit of a scramble to the back, as Lump looking for the center. Not a lot of boost to use. Billy gets beat out. Jim looking for the shot, a redirect attempt from Billy, not quite able to find it. It's an open net for Portland, but a clear out from Mattias. That's going to be clutch. Another shot from Portland, and Billy's going to put the winning goal in for game one.
Yeah, I mean, a quick passing play coming out from Portland here to take the game in game one. Both teams coming out, though, with an amazing showing. Just Washington, a little bit of flaw in the defensive end there at the end, and unfortunately, that's going to give advantage to Portland ending that game one, but there is still a lot of Rocket League left to come. I mean, even then, Portland putting on a dominating pressure, having a total of 11 shots there to Washington's 7. But the difference is, look at the amount of goals Washington scored out of those 7 shots to the goals scored by Portland here. And I mean, that just goes to show Washington has a very effective offense, but Portland's still able to take the game in the end. That's just a wild game to start the series off, though.
Absolutely, and Jim Courts especially having quite the assist counter there. 4 assists, 100% goal participation. Washington may want to take a look at that and maybe trying to shut those passing plays down from Jim Courts over to Lump, it appears, but ultimately trying to stop that offensive pressure that Portland has as we go here in the game number 2, rather.
And as we go to kickoff on game 2, I'm excited to see how this is going to go. I mean, we've got Zerky and Billy taking kickoff. Zerky will get the touch over to Portland's side. Very good start. Mattias going to try to get any pass, but Jim Courts will get the clear out to midfield. trying to get it all the way down to the side of Washington. He will do, but Crossy will be there to challenge it, get it into the corner, and a shot already coming out from Billy right over the top of Washington defense.
Portland trying to start this game off early and take a 2-0 lead in the series. A great place shot from Billy, and Lump trying to kind of play a fake there as it just pops right over the Washington defense.
Yeah, I mean, not much you can ask for if you're Portland there. That's just the best start you can have. But we saw it last game too, where they took a lead and Washington brought it back. So even though this is their lead so far, Washington still has proven they can, and that's what I'd like to see. Maybe just clean up that defensive line a little bit, stop the passing plays. Mattias trying to take an early shot, not quite able to find it, but Crossy is there to recover the ball, getting it down the field, 50 with Lump off the backboard. Zerky up, getting the clear out. Shot coming out from Mattias.
Just a bit of an overextension from Portland, trying to get this ball away from their half, and it ends up coming back to bite them, as Mattias is just going to send that in the back of the net just out of reach of Billy to tie this game right back up.
Yeah, I mean, again, both teams showing off a tremendous power on the offensive end. Just it really comes down to that defensive who's going to break. Zerky getting the pass over, a little touch up from Crossy there, but not able to do much with it. Mattias will get the 50 to keep it in Portland side. Jim Court, though, here taking it to the wall, trying to get it clear. Shot coming out. Double tap off the backboard. Mattias, can he find the shot to follow it up? Unfortunately not. Zerky will be able to keep it in the side of Portland, though, in this pressure coming out from Washington right now. Just untouchable. Crossy to put it back in front of net. Mattias not quite able to find the shot. Lump and Billy both sitting side by side trying to get this clear. Will be challenged and stopped by Zerky, but the demo coming out from Billy onto Zerky. Jim being able to find the clear. Just the defensive end for Portland holding strong.
A very strong stand for them indeed. Both a lot of boost stealing coming from Washington to try and starve out that Portland defense to try and plant a leading goal, as Crossy at the midfield trying to center it. Mattias at the center able to make the touch. That's Billy making a big clear. Zerky trying to recenter over to Crossy. Crossy looking for the shot. Gonna go low. Jim Court's not able to find it. Not enough boost. And Crossy's gonna plant the leading goal for Washington.
Yeah, I mean, again, it comes down to that boost here. Jim Court at half boost. Crossy able to get it around Lump, and an awkward save coming from Jim off the backboard, just not quite able to find the touch, and that puts Washington up this game. And again, we saw this last game too, except in the exact opposite manner, where Washington took the starting lead and Portland brought it back. But now the pressure from Washington is breaking through the Portland defense. Jim Court gonna try to get the clear, will get around Zerky. Billy trying to get it, not quite able to, but Jim will find the shot on that far right. Mattias with the amazing save right there on that goal line, and Lump now with control of the ball, trying to find any passing opportunity, gets the bump. Crossy, though, will get the clear out to Jim Court. Jim Court trying to keep it on that Washington side, but Mattias there to get a massive clear, and it's really just back and forth right now.
It really is. Both teams kind of poking at each other's nets as Billy looking for a shot. Jim Court's going to be there to clean up, and it's just a quick 1-2 for Portland to tie this game right back up at that halfway point.
Yeah, pass coming out. Mattias, no boost, jumping. Zerky not able to find the touch off the shot from Jim, and again, back and forth. Who's going to have the lead at the end of the game? That is the big thing, but they both keep taking that lead from each other so rapidly, and as a tied game, again, we saw this last game. One team went up 1-0, next team took it 2-1, and then it went right back to tied up, and this time, again, a complete reversal from last game on who it is, but Crossy trying to find another shot opportunity. Jim Court will get the clear. Lump off the sidewall, trying to find a double to pass it out to mid, not quite able to. Mattias, though, taking control of this ball. Jim Court gonna try to challenge him. Little stall touch. Will it find the back of the net? It will not. Lump gonna look for the clear opportunity. Zerky, though, there to stop it. Jim Court's up with the ball. Will he be able to find the pass? He will not. Crossy will be there to take the save.
Just overall amazing offensive stand from both teams. Mattias getting a bit of a look at the back of the net with that flip reset attempt, but just couldn't find the back with the lack of boost that he had, as Crossy looking for the shot. Billy, big clear out. That's going to relieve a lot of pressure on that Portland defense, as Mattias looking to clear out, stopped by Jim. Jim Court's looking to center it. Billy, not enough boost to commit. It's going to be a bit more back and forth between these two teams. Definitely a a big play on the boost game coming from Washington, trying to keep that Portland defense starved. However, Portland not letting it deter them just yet. As Crossy, a bit awkward on the wall. Lump's going to make a play with no boost. A big 50 out. There's an opportunity for Portland to score. No attackers to be seen, however. As Billy, big center, but a big clear from Crossy. That's going to take a lot of pressure away. Jim Courts playing off the backboard, pops over one, decides to leave it for Lump. Lump not able to make the touch. Billy's going to have to make a big clear here as Crossy isn't able to find the shot, but Matthias is able to make the center regardless as Jim Courts with control. Not a lot of boost to use. Flicks it over one. It's a big opportunity for Portland to try and center this as Billy, no boost, tries to center, but a big clear from Zerky. This is just going back and forth and back and forth that we can't really decide who's going to be taking this game to. It's really just, it's an impossible prediction at this point.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just this extreme pressure from both teams. Both teams playing the boost game. Both teams playing with demos. Shot coming out from Jim Court will be saved by Zerky to the backboard. Billy up to try to find another shot opportunity. Crossy gonna clip the crossbar, and it will be an overtime in game 2.
Bit of a risky situation there for Washington, but luckily that timer was at 0. As Lump's gonna look for the tying or winning goal rather, as Matthias control over one. Going to be taken over by Crossy. Crossy looking for the second touch off the wall, is able to find it. Not the best touch as Billy's going to get a big clear down. Zerky's last man. They're going to have to make a big play here to keep it out of the net. Jim Courts puts it just wide as Zerky clear downfield. Lump playing presence on the ball. Gets the 50 as it goes into the Portland corner. Zerky trying to do the same. Big center for Washington, but Billy's able to take it away. Lump takes it over in that Portland corner. It's a big opportunity for Washington, and Crossy's going to put it in the back of the net, tying this series up.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've seen it, this back and forth, and it's just a complete role reversal from last game. Portland took an early lead this game, but Washington takes it in overtime. And last game we saw it. Washington took the game lead at the beginning. Portland comes back to win it in overtime. If this is how the series is going to go, we are definitely in for a long one. And Washington this time being the one to put on all of the shots. We are seeing an astounding 13 shots from Washington there. Portland having a total of 7 of their own. The numbers here are just absolutely wild, and it just goes to show both teams are astounding teams. Both deserve to be here in this grand finals, and at this rate, we are in for an extremely long and entertaining series.
Absolutely, and both teams are going to be wanting to take notes from every single game to make sure that they can win the next. Washington definitely taking notes from that first game, shutting Jim Courts down as much as possible on those pass plays to make sure that he can't get it to Lump or Billy to slam some of those goals home. But Washington especially having a much stronger offensive presence with their 13 shots as opposed to Portland's 7. It's going to be a tough one for Portland to come back from, but both teams are here for a reason. They can definitely prove that they're able to stand up to the pressure.
Yeah, and I mean, as we go into game 3, the question is who's going to be the one to take this and take the lead in the series, because we've seen a very back and forth series. We're tied up 1-1 in the series. Going into game 2, Matthias looking for an early shot. Will find it.
It's an amazing start for Washington. Only took 3 seconds off that kickoff to take the lead here. And this is definitely looking to be more to the advantage of Washington, trying to stop any counters that Portland may have for this game 3.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for much more if you are Washington coming into the beginning of this game, scoring your first goal that early. But again, we've seen it twice now where a team will take the lead and the other team comes back, ties it up. So if Portland can keep that going, and if it goes the way that the last 2 have gone, this could be a Portland game, because again, the team that scores the first has lost in overtime in the last 2 games.
Definitely interesting to see how that's going to map out as Portland trying to get it away, but Crossy with the big center, not quite able to find any offensive pressure from it though, as they run out of boost, going to have to bail back as Zerky trying to play the disruptor there, getting a bump on 2 Portland defenders. Matthias, not the greatest collection there, as Crossy's going to have to take over and push it to the wall. Has enough boost, looks for the ceiling shot, able to get it to Matthias, but Matthias not able to find the shot. Zerky keeping it centered. Billy's going to go up off the wall and try and play control. Past Crossy, gets it under him. Zerky playing control. Big demo from Jim Courts. It's going to be up to Matthias to try and plant this in the back of the net. Not able to get it past the defense. Jim Court's playing control, gets the flick. Ricky's gonna have to reach. It's not able to find it. Just barely not able to get the clear and touch over the net. That's gonna tie the game back up in Portland's favor.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it time and time again, and this time it just seemed to be a little bit of an overcommit on the side of Washington there, but Portland holding on for dear life on that defensive end, and it managed to help out for the Mattias, though, taking this kickoff with the lead. Jim not quite able to get Jim getting the clear, but not quite enough. Zerky rushing back on the back end. Mattias getting the touch to the sidewall. Will try to fall. Bump on Zerky. Unfortunate, but Zerky gonna get the bump on Lump. Lump got control with the open net. Mattias will get back just in time for the save. Jim Court's taking it to corner. Lump trying to get a pass out to mid. Crossy up. Will get the touch down into the midfield here. Billy trying to take any control he can to get it back to mid. Right now, the pressure building from Portland is just unbreakable, and we're seeing it. We're seeing exactly what we've seen the last two games of that team that takes a lead. It does get tied up quick, and Lump is looking to find that tying pass opportunity. Billy here for the pass out to Jim Court. Jim Court will find the shot.
Bit of a fake play here from Portland as Jim Court's ready for that pass from Billy. I saw a shot coming there just straight on, but the pass gets it past all three defenders for Washington. That's a great mind play for Portland. That may be the key to success there for Portland as they're looking for another opportunity. Lump a bit awkward off the touch, not quite able to find it as fast as they wish. Crossy's going to go up and block this one away. Crossy sits on the backfield. Billy playing control, gets a pass one, able to get blocked away by Crossy. As Crossy just playing hard defense here, trying to keep that ball away. An opportunity for Zerky, but at 50 out, Mattias is going to have to be the one to clear it away. As Jim Court's full boost in the corner is going to take this one back. Gets it past two, doesn't have a lot of boost to work with. Zerky's going to send it all the way back to the Portland half. As Lump pass over to Billy, a little too much speed, not going to be able to find it. Able to pinch it off the wall. Billy looking for the center. Lump ends up getting it off the backboard, a demo in the net, and that's going to be a goal for Jim Courts to give Portland that very vital insurance goal, rather.
Yeah, and that's a big thing that I would have loved to have seen come out earlier, too, from Portland or Washington, is those in-the-net demos. You clear out that one man in net, and now you're down to a 3v2. That is such an essential opportunity, and Portland played it perfectly there. Washington's gonna have to do something, because this is probably the farthest lead we've seen from either team in this series so far. Crossy trying to find a shot opportunity. Mattias will find it off the back of the Portland defense.
Just an unfortunate defensive stand. Lump getting a great touch out there, but Crossy's able to just send it right back, and Mattias is able to clean up on that Portland goal line. That was just a massive confusion for both teams, but it works out in Washington's favor.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the goal they needed right there. Mattias taking another shot right off the kickoff and will find the goal to tie it up. 2:05 left in the game.
Just in rapid fashion from Washington to send this one back into a tie game. This is looking very, very familiar. A great speed and great shot from Mattias to tie it right back up.
Yeah, this is looking really reminiscent of game one here, and I love seeing it. The thing is, can Washington hold on to it? They will get the touch down to the Portland side, but Jim Court will challenge it on the backboard. Pinch out from Crossy. Zerky up to try to get anything. A bump coming out, and the shot opportunity. The bump so essential from Crossy there.
Taking a page out of Portland's book, a huge bump on that goal line. Billy just wasn't ready for it, and Zerky's able to play it in the back of the net. Now Washington leading after being down 2 goals not so long ago. That may be a big momentum killer for Portland. Let's see how they respond.
Yeah, I mean, Washington coming out here, they said, all right, you want to put a lead on us, we'll put one right back. And that's what I like to see, is a team that doesn't give up just because they get down. Mattias trying to find the long clear. Billy will get the touch. Just enough to get it clear for Jim Court, but both teams, the pressure building so rapidly that it's hard to keep a constant counter. Mattias will get the touch down to midfield, trying to get another touch, but Lump will get the bump on him. Jim Court controlling the ball down. Zerky will get the touch, but Jim Court ready to play off the 50, and a shot coming out from Billy.
Billy and Jim Courts, again, that dynamic duo for Portland, just putting shots in the back of the net. That's going to tie the game right back up. Again, it's hard to predict who's going to walk away with this one, as both teams having amazing stands on offense and defense, but also making those really crucial mistakes that get them scored on in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to the little mistakes, especially at this rank. I mean, you're gonna make mistakes. It's learning to recover from them and clean them up, because a lot of these goals have been scored off of very minor mistakes by either team, and it is the smallest thing. Billy looking for a shot opportunity. Krot, is he going to get the clear out? Maddie is trying to get a challenge, but Lump will get a clear. Jim Court still on the ball. Unfortunately, not able to find a second touch. Zerky around Maddie, though, gonna get the touch up and clear. Billy, though, taking another backboard lob here. Jim Court's up for another shot. Maddie's gonna get the clear. Crossy going up to try to challenge Billy, but will get beat here. And again, the pressure from Portland just so extreme.
Absolutely, as Maddie is looking for a great opportunity there. It's just going to go short and bounce off that post as Lump, big clear downfield. 2 players up, Mattias ends up committing as Billy, a big save to the corner. That's going to relieve a lot of that pressure, picks up that corner boost as well as they play control. Flicks past 150 the second as Jim Courts takes control in the other. It looks like we're going to be going to another overtime here in game 3 as a good opportunity for Crossy. It's going to bounce off the crossbar and Zerky looking for the shot. Blocked by Jim Courts, and Billy's going to send that one to the ground.
Yeah, I mean, Washington looking to end it before overtime. Not quite able to find the shot. Zerky going to get a long clear out to the corner of Portland off of the kickoff, but Billy there to clear it immediately. Maddie up. Zerky trying to find the shot, not quite able to find the touch. Jim Courts will try to get the clear here, but Zerky going to 50 him in the corner. Billy looking again just to try to get any control on that ball to get it clear. Just Washington, as soon as Portland tries to get it clear, is on top of that ball so quickly. Not much Portland can do to clear it. Lump will try to find the clear, get 50'd in the mid. Billy up to try to get any pass. Lump will find it. Looking for the double, not quite able to get it. Zerky gonna drop it down to Mattias. Mattias trying to flick over Billy. Billy, though, there to stop it.
Great looks from both teams so far as we're looking to finally have a full minute go by in overtime. But Washington trying to make sure that doesn't happen as Billy controlling the corner, 50s with 1. Jim Court's not able to make the recovery. Lump's going to have to play this one. A big clear down the field. Washington's going to have to scramble back to be on defense as Crossy, again, booming clear across the field. Mattias looking for the center. It's going to go up off the backboard. Jim Court's able to make the save. Sits in that Portland corner as Lump plays control. Beats past 1. It's going to float into the net, and Zerky's going to actually pick up the winning goal here in Game 3.
Yeah, just an amazing shot here from Zerky at such a tight angle, too, just over the heads of both Billy and Lump. Lump actually bumps him up into that ball to give a little bit more lift to it, and that's just a rough end for Portland there in Game 3, giving Washington the lead 2-1 in the series. Games both, though, again, a lot of shots coming out from Washington here. Portland's gonna have to find a way to slow them down.
Absolutely, as both teams, again, having very strong offensive stands. Mattias having an amazing 8 shots in that game, and also noticing that Washington, just in general, were able to kind of slow down the offensive pressure from Jim Courts and Billy in those passing plays towards the end of that game. They're just going to want to try and run with that as much as possible, but Portland definitely going to be coming up with a strategy to try and put an end to that.
Yeah, I mean, Portland's gonna have to figure something out here. I mean, every game so far has been so close, yet just out of the reach of Portland on the last 2. Portland taking that first game and then dropping the next 2 is gonna be tough on the mental and on the momentum, but Portland can figure something out. I know they can. I believe in them wholeheartedly that they can figure something out to bring this all the way as long as they can.
Absolutely. Washington trying to take a big lead and put themselves on series point, but Portland trying to make sure that this goes to 6 at the very least, as Mattias trying to play control ends up going to the Washington half. A bit of a loose ball in front of the Washington net. It's going to go in from a shot from Lump. A great play from the Portland Journey to try and start this game off with a win.
Yeah, I mean, Portland looking like they want this game bad, and they know they need it. If you let Washington go up 3-1 in this series on 3 unanswered games, match point as well, that is going to be a really tough spot to dig yourself out of. So Portland making the changes they need so far to end up taking this game and keeping it tied up.
As Mattias playing control in the corner. Jim Court's trying to cut it off. As Lump looking for the center. Billy's going to be there to read. Not going to be able to find the shot as Lump's going to look for a follow-up. Not going to be able to find it. Jim Court's last man back ends up backflipping. It's a bit of a loose ball in the Portland half, but Billy's able to make it back and make the save. As Billy up on the wall, pass over to Lump. Lump's going to have to play this without any boost. As Mattias sitting on a lot. Amazing shot or pass from Lump. Jim Court's just shooting it high, bouncing out the crossbar. That was such a good opportunity for Portland, but they just couldn't find it. A little too much mental pressure there, and they just could not find it.
Yeah, I mean, you find opportunity after opportunity. Jim Courts will find this one, though, in the back of Washington's net, putting them up 2-0 early in the game. And this is what we needed to see from Portland to be able to bring themselves back in this series. Just a wonderful passing play, Lump lobbing it, or Billy lobbing it out, and just so well done.
Who else but Billy and Jim Courts to put an amazing passing play into the back of the net as Zerke's going to get it past the defender and cut that lead in half.
Yeah, kickoff coming up from Maddie is just perfectly popped over to the side of Portland, and Zerke's already ready to follow that shot up. We saw it from Washington several times throughout the series so far, where on those kickoffs, you let them get a solid kickoff and just stall it like that, they're going to score off of it.
Absolutely. Definitely going to be wanting to take advantage of that. Mattias getting a demo in the air on Lump. Not going to be able to take too much advantage of it, though. It's Billy with a big pinch to send it away. That's going to take a lot of the pressure off as Mattias clears out to Lump. Lump able to put it back towards the center, but a big clear from Crossy as Jim Court's trying to make a pass of their own. Billy up to make the play. It's just over one. It's going to be on target. It's going to be just wide off the post. Again, a good opportunity for Portland, but it doesn't amount to anything.
Yeah, I mean, Portland's had their good looks. It's a little rough of a situation for them. They're under a lot of pressure at this point to start bringing it back. And I mean, they're ahead right now in this match, but it can easily swing the other way. So they've still got the pressure. Billy with the shot off the pass from Jim Court. Again, these two are just untouchable when they get their plays lined up.
Just padding the stats for those two on the assist. Billy with an amazing flip into the ball to pop it over the defender. I believe that was Mattias not really expecting it. That's going to put Portland in a very favorable position to tie this series right back up.
Yeah, I mean, can't ask for much more from Portland. Just on top of everything, they are showing that they are here and they do not want to drop another game in this series, at least not yet. Lump getting the clear out to Jim Court. Jim Court putting it in the corner. Crossy, though, gonna be there to recover it, trying to get it out. Lump back off the backboard here. Jim Court will try to find the net, cannot quite find it off of two defenders. Zerke being the one to get the save. Billy, though, trying to get another shot. Just this pressure from Portland has been shot after shot. Washington having a hard time getting the clears, but when they do try to find every shot opportunity they can. Double commit from the side of Portland will leave an open net. Lump able to get back. Jim Court taking control of the ball, trying to get it back down to Portland's side. To Washington's side, he will manage to find it. Crossy not able to get the touch. He needs Billy taking another shot off another pass from Jim Court.
Picking up a playmaker medal there for Jim Court's an amazing pass off the backboard, and Crossy just caught a little too far outside the box. Just going to get popped right over, and Billy's just going to sink that in the back of the net. Puts Portland up by 3. I believe that's the biggest lead that we've seen in this series so far.
Yeah, I mean, Portland just absolutely out here running a masterclass on the passing plays against Washington. Definitely going to have to find something to stop the combination of Billy and Jim Court. Just right now, they are so dominant on the field. Lump primarily sitting back in that third man spot, and it's working out perfectly. If Portland can keep up this team composition and keep the pressure up, Washington's going to have a hard time bringing this game back. Crossy up on the ceiling, trying to find Musty, not quite able to get it. Billy trying to get it clear. Mattias, though, to get it over Billy. Lump sending it out of the corner, dropping it. Crossy will get the touch, but Lump will 50 him. Matty's back up. Billy trying to get the clear. Will get the clear down, but Zerke is there to stall it at that midfield line.
Just a strong offensive standing from Washington to try and cut this lead down as much as possible. As Jim Court's looking for a shot, it's going to bounce off the post. And that was a great save from Crossy to keep that lead from extending even further. But Again, Portland just showing up in this game 4, not wanting to make any opportunities for Washington as it's back to Crossy up on the backboard, trying to make it clear. Big bump on Lump. That's going to be a good opportunity as Jim Courts takes it away. It's floating in front of the Washington net, but Zerke's able to take it away. Jim Courts sitting in the other corner, tried to steal the boost, couldn't quite find it off spawn as Mattias looking to clear. It ends up getting passed over to a Portland attacker. A pinch between Zerke and Lump. It's going to send it all the way to the Portland half. Mattias playing presence. It's an opportunity, but it's going to go just wide as Billy looking to keep the block away. Pushing downfield, no boost to use. As they rotate and look for a bump in the net, Jim Courts going up, pass over to who else but Billy. Billy, up off the wall, gets beat by Crossy. Mattias, big clear downfield to keep the pressure away as we enter the final 10 seconds. Jim Courts and Billy have a bit of a miscom in the net, trying to clear it away. Lump with the 50. Ball's up in the air. Portland looking to put a fifth in to try and make a statement here. It's Lump, big center. Billy trying to find the shot. Not enough boost to use. It's not going to be able to make it, and Portland is going to take this game number 4.
Yeah, I mean, Portland came out here, they made the adjustments, and that combination of Billy and Jim Court doing so much work there. Jim Court having assists on 3 of the 4 goals scored by Portland there. Billy having the other assist, all plays being team plays, and another dominant shot game from Portland, having 11 shots to Washington, only getting 4 off there. The combination of Billy and Jim Court, though, Washington's got to figure out something to slow that down, because if they keep letting them hit these passing plays, it's just going to be goal after goal because they are so good at finding each other and finding the shot opportunity.
Absolutely. Washington definitely going to want to maybe speed up their gameplay a little bit, try and get in the way of those passing plays as much as possible. But Portland just having such a strong showing in that 4th game, it's going to be an interesting strategy to see from both teams, because I guarantee Washington's going to try and get in the way of this, but Portland's definitely going to be wanting to take this to series point.
Yeah, I mean, this has so far been an amazing series, and there's still a lot of time left to go in the series. Washington can bring back a game and take game point. Portland, though, looking to find an early shot off of Billy there. Jim Court not able to get the touch he wants, sending it back to his own side. Mattias gonna get the clear around 1, but Billy is there to stop it. Crossy saving it on that line and getting it back over to Portland's side. This ball right now is just stalled at that midfield line. Billy getting the clear into Washington's corner, but Washington right back to mid. Jim Court trying to find a pass out. Crossy will be there to stall it. Mattias taking the touch. Crossy will follow it up. Pressure starting to build from Washington here. Jim Court sending it back to corner, but Mattias right back at the net. Lump will get the save. Jim Court gets the bump mid-air. Lump up for the shot. Jim Court will find the shot, but will be saved by Mattias. Billy, though, right back on the 50, right back into the corner of Washington. Jim Court out. No one there to take the shot, though. Crossy will not be able to get the touch. Jim Court will get it back to the side of Portland, or back to the side of Washington. Billy trying to get it clear out here, not quite able to find it.
Just good opportunities from both sides. Again, really making a statement as to why they were able to make it to this grand final in the first place, as Jim Courts, no boost, trying to get it as far down the field as possible. Billy looking for the shot. It's going to be stopped by Zerke. Mattias is going to have to take this one away. Crossy up off the backboard actually gets the clear, as Lump trying to make the block. Couldn't quite find it. It's a floater at that midfield point. A demo at the midfield, but Lump is able to make the save. Mattias looking for the center, over to Crossy. It's cut off by Jim Courts. Jim Courts looking for the shot, can't quite find it. Lump looking for the shot, it's going to go just high. Billy going to be the 3rd attacker to commit, but can't quite find the shot. As Crossy, bit of a side flip there on the wall. Jim Courts looking to center this back down the field. Billy with control, able to pop it, but Zerke with the save. Lump gets beat by the Washington attacker. It's going to be on net, but Jim Court's able to make the goal line save. That was almost a disaster for Portland, but able to make the clear regardless.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been really bad, especially coming off the hood of Billy there, but again, the look on both teams offensively. Zerke now trying to find the shot opportunity. We'll get the bump. No player from Washington there, though, to be able to put the ball in net. And that's just an unfortunate situation. You got that open net. You don't have anyone there. Those are the opportunities that you need to be scoring on. Jim Court will get the clear into the corner. One more touch over to Billy. Billy will get 50 by Mattias. Mattias trying to get it cleared downfield here. Zerky sitting right underneath him, ready. Not quite able to get the touch. Crossy taking a shot on that top left, finding the backboard though. Billy trying to get it clear, will get cut off, but still gonna find the clear downfield.
Washington definitely seem to have found a rhythm in this game. We've gone through now 3 minutes without a single goal. That has to be the longest stand without any team scoring by quite a margin, as Washington trying to put an end to that record. A big save from Jim Courts, bouncing off the crossbar and bouncing away. Mattias looking to plant it in the back. Not quite able to find it, as a pinch between Lump and Jim Courts going to send that one away. That was a good opportunity for Washington, but not able to find it, as Zerky pushing downfield. Lump with the clear. Not able to find it. Mattias is able to pick up where Zerky left off. Billy gets beat, as Jim Court's able to make the clear, has presence on the ball, beats it past two, not able to get it past Zerky, however. Lump again with that backboard clear. A bit of a mistouch from Zerky. That's going to send it way to the Washington half, as Billy fakes it past one. Lump looking for the 50 on the other, as it's going to go back to the Portland half now. Mattias gets bumped by Jim Courts. Jim Courts with the 50. It's going to go right on that midfield line, bouncing up. Mattias looking to clean up there, as Billy with control plays it under one. Mattias trying to have some presence on the ball, but couldn't quite find it. Lump looking for the center, gets it past one. Jim Courts looking for the shot. It's going to be slow and wide. Billy's going to be last man back to try and find this. Crossy looking for a bump, couldn't get it, as Billy with control going to send this one safely away from the Portland net. Jim Courts controlled shot down. 50 with Zerky, no boost to use, as Crossy's going to get the clear here. Lump with the send to the Washington half. Zerky a bit awkward on the defense, but Mattias is able to clear it away. Jim Courts pops over one. Zerky able to pick up. Mattias looking for a demo in net. It's going to be a shot from Crossy. No one in the net. And finally, after 4 minutes and 37 seconds, we have a goal for Washington.
Yeah, an unfortunate double commit coming out from Portland there, and I've noticed a lot of the times Portland on that defensive end is running into situations where they're barely getting the clears while all players are low boost. Washington doing a good job of controlling that boost, keeping Portland out of the game, and it may have taken that long to score, and the longest we've seen in the entire series so far, but it is going to be Washington to take the lead, putting them more than likely going to be on match point here, unless Portland can figure something out in these last few seconds, and not quite able to find that bar, being the last defender for Washington there to save them.
Such a good opportunity for Portland to tie it up and send it to another overtime, but they just popped it high. That may be a bit of a morale killer for Portland. They're going to want to take this one and try and just let it go by the wayside, as they're now on series point, as Washington having just such a strong showing here in game number 5.
Yeah, I mean, both teams coming into game 5 playing really well in a tied series. Washington taking match point, but we've seen it. Portland has the opportunity and has the skill to come in next game and take that into game 7. All they have to do is just play a little bit more how they were playing in the previous. You can't be hitting the crossbar as much. That was an easy opportunity, and unfortunately it does happen. This is Rocket League. Those types of shots do happen where you may think you have the perfect shot and you bounce it off the crossbar. It's a very unfortunate situation. Let it go, move on to the next game, come back, playing the way you played in our previous game 3, and you can take this win.
Billy and Jim Courts especially going to be looking to set up some more of those passing plays, but it seemed like Washington was able to put a stop to it. So maybe play a little more physical, look for those goal line bumps and demos to maybe open up the net and give Billy and Jim Courts more opportunities. But we're just going to have to wait and see how they respond. Clean clock, clean score line. Let's jump into game 6.
Billy will get the touch on kickoff over to the side of Washington, but Crossy there to immediately send it back down to the side of Portland, already looking for shot opportunities. Another double commit coming out from Jim Court and Lump. Jim Court to get the clear. Gonna get one more touch. Billy up off the backboard, not able to find the touch. Crossy going to clear it down back to the side. Lumpy, though, to be there to meet him with that touch. Keeping it dead center, and this is what we saw at the beginning of last game, too. Just a lot of very back and forth in the middle. Billy trying to get it past that midfield line. Crossy there to intercept him. Lump to send the bang down to the backboard. Mattias up on backboard to clear it to corner. Not quite able to find much more than that, though. Shot opportunity coming out and will not quite find the backboard. Crossy with an amazing save on that goal line. Jim Court cutting off Lump on the sidewall. We're starting to see a lot of double commits coming out from Portland, and that's going to hinder them a lot going into this game.
Definitely, but it's also giving them quite the offensive standing as Matthias with control gonna pop it over the Portland defender and take the lead here with just 59 seconds passing. That's a great start for Washington here. Portland's gonna want to have a quick response if they want to win this game 6 and send it to 7.
Yeah, and again, this is coming off of double commit from Lump and Jim Courts throwing each other off on that sidewall, putting it in a position where one of them has to scramble back and both being low boost. Zerky up looking for another opportunity. Lump will get the clear, but Crossy's in that midfield. Zerky looking to find the shot. Billy will get the save. Mattias, though, to put it left side right around the defense of Portland.
Jim Court's just a little too awkward in that back net, a little too far pushed up, and Matthias able to put it just a little too far away for Jim Courts to reach. That's a very vital insurance goal for Washington.
Going into the kickoff 3, though, Jim Court gonna get the late kickoff to put it onto the side of Washington early. Mattias up to get the clear. Crossy following it up in the air, getting the touch off the corner. Lump getting the long clear down to Billy. Billy trying to send it mid to Lump. Lump will be there, but will get 50 by Mattias. Jim Court up to try to clear it. Not quite gonna get the touch. Billy with the touch over to Jim Court. And those two being the combination we need to see making the plays, but not quite able to find them.
Absolutely, as Lump actually gets a look at the net, but Crossy's able to clear it away. Jim Courts, big center, they're going to need an attacker there to finish it off, as Jim Courts tries to finish it off himself, but not quite able to get it past the defenders. Billy looking for the double off the wall, not quite able to find it as it rolls between the ramps. Jim Courts gets it past one, but Matthias able to get that goal line save. Billy now looking for the center. Lump a little too slow to the ball. Jim Courts just picking up that corner boost is going to have to play big here to keep that ball out of the net. Jim Courts controlled down the field. Crossy putting an end to that. Crossy with the center. Matthias looking for the shot, but Billy able to make the clear as it's a bit loose in that Portland half, but Jim Courts a big clear down the field. Billy's going to look for the touch here. Gets a bit of a ghost touch there, actually, as all Portland defenders have to run back to make sure they don't get scored on again. Lump with the 50. It's a bit loose, but Matthias able to be there and keep the ball in that Portland half. Jim Courts, a big demo from Lump. It's going to be a big opportunity for Portland. Just try and plant that shot in the back of the net. Lump not quite able to find it. That was such a great opportunity for Portland, but they could not find the back of the net.
Yeah, I mean, Portland just finding the opportunities, getting the ball downfield, but having a hard time finishing these plays up. Lump will get the pass out to mid, though. Mattias is going to be the one to clean it up. Jim trying to get it off the backboard to Lump, does get the connection, but Mattias there to challenge it. Not quite able to find the shot off the post. Billy to clear it out to Jim Court. Jim Court drops it, but right down into the hands of Mattias. Lump not able to get the touch. Billy right back on it. This pressure from Washington just untouchable, and they are just looking for more and more shot opportunities. Billy trying to get the clear. Portland's got to figure something out quick if they want to come back in this game.
Even getting one goal can mean wonders for that momentum as Washington, a bit of a back pass. Crossy able to make the touch, but Lump with the block. Billy's going to push this down to the Washington goal line as Jim Courts takes over in the corner, looking for one more to center. Lump, not a lot of boost, able to get the touch. There's one man back as Zerky going to get a big clear out. Billy looking for the touch, not exactly what they were looking for to try and get it on. It's a pinch to the midfield. Jim Court's looking for the shot, but just a little too fast and not enough boost to work with as Billy trying to find the center. Lump's going to have to take over. Zerky with a big clear down. We enter the final minute. Portland's going to want to make a goal quick if they're going to stay alive in this series as Billy center over to Jim Courts. Lump also up, not able to find it. Billy's going to have to rush back with no boost. It's going to be a good opportunity for Washington to put a third in. Not quite able to find the shot from Matthias. He gets demoed for his efforts as he gets pushed past one. Lump actually gets demoed at that midfield point. It's going to be a loose ball in Washington territory, but it's cleared away by Matthias. 30 seconds left. They're going to want to make a goal now or never as Billy able to make the block here. Jim Courts looking for these clear. It's downfield, but Crossy's able to make the save. Crossy up off the backboard. Billy able to make the stop as we finally dwindle down to the final 10. Portland not looking very good. as Jim Ports in the corner, Zerky with the block, and that is going to be it. Portland looking for a consolation goal, but Washington ultimately walking away as your Macaroni League champions.
Yeah, I mean, both teams came out here, played their hearts out. Both teams showed they deserve to be here. Washington, in the end, just playing that much better, even if it's just a little, able to take the win in game 6 to take the series. And I mean, congrats to Washington. They did everything they could. They had some rough moments, but in the end, they were the ones to take it.
Great performance from both teams, but Washington ultimately not necessarily able to just constantly outplay, but able to adapt to Portland's strategy. Just a great showing from Zerky, Crossy, and Mattias. But with that, that's actually not only going to wrap up the MAC League Championships, and that's going to actually wrap up Season 17 entirely.